Hey everybody, welcome to Moneyline Media and Brooklyn Tide's Hot Stove. This might be the most anticipated guest yet. You've heard a lot about him. He's heard a lot about himself. Andrew Stella.
How we doing? How we doing?
Got a lot of fans on your team. A lot of haters.
A lot of haters.
A lot of haters, but a couple fans.
A few, but mostly haters, and
All right.
that's okay. You know, I just got to start off by saying I'm taking Nick Stumpo deep. That's first of all. In preseason, I'm taking him yard.
Okay.
He's one of my close friends though, so it's okay because I'll be smiling back at him as it goes over the fence. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
Robbie, his shoes talk to him. I don't know if you're aware of that. He has holes in his cleats, and he still wears them. You know, he's talking about my cleats. Yeah, so I just had to throw that out there. Dimitri, well, let's not even get into him.
I feel like he deserves his own little section maybe of this interview.
He definitely does. I've known this kid for going on 9 years, 10 years, and he's hilarious. So, we just leave him. Don't take anything he ever says seriously. He never took me deep. It never happened. Just ask him what I did to him in preseason if he comes back on last year. I think I struck him out on 3 pitches or something like that. So, whatever.
Ooh, all right.
Yeah. We'll just keep that on the low.
All right. I like it. You're coming in with fire. I like it. We need it. So before we get into your playing, how's your shoulder doing? I know you had shoulder surgery in December. How's it doing?
It's going pretty good. I'm in the last phases of physical therapy.
Okay, good.
I should be getting released very soon. I have 3 sessions left and I'm done. But they're already telling me I'm good to go. I just need to start getting out and throwing, honestly. But I don't know. I'm a teacher, so I don't know if you're aware, but middle school just came back.
Yeah.
So I'm going crazy with work and so it's hard for me to get out. But I'm actually practicing with my high school kids this week, so I'm gonna start throwing.
Good.
Yeah. So I'm gonna start throwing this week.
That's important because you are a big part of the team. You're kind of like the unsung leader of the team, from what I hear. And a lot of guys. I got a couple notes about you, but Paul's like, I feel like I don't need to give you any notes about him because everyone told me about you. But he said that you're pretty much the unofficial captain of the team. You're kind of the Derek Jeter of the team.
I take that to heart. I do.
How tough is it? Because I know there's been a couple guys that have had problems with the front office, and I know you're close with Jerry and Paul. How is it? Because I feel like you're kind of the mediator.
I really am. It's annoying. I got Dimitri texting me, yo, send Paul and Jerry this. And then I got Paul saying, yo, text Dimitri this. I'm like, oh, yo, dude, just text him, bro.
Yeah. These are late 20-year-old guys being like, hey, let's.
Listen, it's all theatrics at the end of the day. It's all theater,
Oh, of course.
Dimitri's just trying to get a better contract. He got what he wanted. He actually beat me in a trivia game. But to be fair, this is why he's going to be our starting second baseman. He beat me in a trivia game, but to be fair, I couldn't answer my phone, so I couldn't answer the trivia question. So, he beat me to it, but it is what it is. It's all good fun.
So I have a question. How is he going to be the starting second baseman? And no, I love Dimitri. Dimitri, you're great. You are such a fun guest. But you are a 2-time All-Star.
It's tough. I know. Listen, it's tough. He made a deal. A deal's a deal. I gotta stick to it.
All right, so what are you looking to play then? If he's going to take over second base.
Listen, I know this is cliche, but I will literally play anywhere. I don't even care. Yeah, I'm one of those dudes that I've played everywhere my whole entire career except third base. I hate third base, and I feel like we have probably one of the best third basemen around in JP. And hopefully, if our boy Julian comes back, that just makes the infield that much stronger. But I play anywhere. I don't care. At the end of Jerry, Paul, everybody knows that. I'll do whatever it takes to win, so I don't care.
Awesome. What is something that you're working on? I know that obviously with the shoulder it's been tough, but is there something that you're really looking to improve on for the next season to push you guys to that championship?
Honestly, I'm just trying to stay healthy.
Yeah,
that's the major thing. Last year, I went through a knee injury. My arm was killing me the whole year. I bit off a little bit more than I can chew. I was playing on so many different teams, and but I still had fun doing it. But it was just I had gotten hurt, and then I was playing for 2 other teams also.
Right.
So this is my main team. I'll never miss a game. But it's just it's a lot on my body. I'm only getting older too. So old age kills you.
But aren't you the youngest on the team? Aren't you one of the younger guys on the? No,
I'm one of the older guys.
Really?
You can't tell, right?
No, I cannot tell. I thought you were one of the younger guys on the team.
Yeah, I'm 30, so I'm
Really?
I'm one of the elder statesmen. Yeah.
Wow. I did not know that. Learned
Listen, I
something
take it
new.
as a compliment.
Oh. So, what do you think the team needs to improve on in general to push you guys to that next level? What's the biggest
Listen, we were
obstacle
there.
going forward?
We were there.
Yeah.
We were there. We were in the championship game. Honestly, I truthfully believe that if Fonz was able to be there, and we had that stud in our back pocket, I mean, he would have started that third game, and things would have been different.
Right.
We could have used another pitcher in the second game. Robbie threw a gem of a game. I'm talking like gem. He went 5 innings. He left everything out there for us. And we just needed that one guy to get us over the hump. Tony came in and struggled. I mean, it happens. That's baseball, right?
Right.
We just needed that one more guy. And I'm telling you, if Fonz was there, I think that third game we take because he was unhittable in the fall. Unhittable. So,
Gotcha.
I mean, and that's nothing against brothers. That's a great team right there. That's just my faith in Fonz. He was an animal. So
Yeah. So, but you think this year you're the team to beat?
I wouldn't say we're the team to beat because listen, we don't have a championship. At the end of the day, we don't have a championship. You know what I mean? Listen, Brothers has a championship. Even the Heat has a championship. We don't have one. So I don't want to say that we're the team to beat. I don't want to put that on ourselves. We're the underdogs, and we need to understand that we're the underdogs.
Right.
We need to go after them. They don't have to come after us. They have nothing to prove. We do. We have everything to prove, and I think as a team, we need to understand that.
Right. But in general, you say you guys have that thing. I noticed that strikeouts have kind of become an issue with you guys swing for the fences, which is no knock.
I'm not even gonna sit here. I won't even say it's that. But go ahead.
You guys have the most home runs, most hits out of any team. It's just, it seems like you guys are very hot and cold.
Yeah, and honestly, that's a testament to the league. I mean, the pitching is insane. Listen, you turn on the game, you turn on spring training right now. I'm actually, the TV's on, I'm watching Pirates, right? 30 clubs in 30 days.
Mm-hmm.
I'm watching the Pirates. Shea Spitzbar is on this roster right now.
Oh, and he was.
You know what I mean? Like, that's a testament to the league and how good it was. The pitching was insane. We don't see 90 plus every day.
No.
We don't see stuff like that. And it's hard to hit that when you're not seeing it consistently. But we fought, and I think that's all you can ask for from a team is to fight your hardest, and we beat them. At the end of it, we still beat them. You know what I mean? So I think that we did a really good job. I do think that we can cut down on the strikes on the strikeouts, but I mean that takes away a big part of our game too.
That also means that you guys are being aggressive, which is a super important part. So you do coach high school sports. You're talking about how you're gotta ask you if the Tides played your high school team, who would win? Or if you had to coach against Jerry and Paul, who would win?
Well, the Tides team is stacked. We're stacked. I mean, listen, they'd have a problem with my catcher. I got a sophomore catcher who I think is the real deal. But
okay,
I mean, they'd have a problem with him, and that's it. But we could pitch around him. But otherwise, the Tides, we're really good, especially if I'm playing with the Tides. I mean, come on.
Of course. You're the fountain of youth. That should be your new nickname.
No, I like Stella because that's my last name.
Stella, yeah.
Listen, that's been since I'm 14, so it's like, leave it.
Yeah, easy too.
Don't fix what's not broken, you know what I mean?
Exactly. So you're talking about how the league really improved and how crazy the competition is. So since you joined in 2018.
Yeah, cool, yeah.
How much has it improved since you've been there?
I just think last year was just a bubble year, man. It was just a crazy year where these minor leaguers didn't have a place to play, and these guys came home, and these people were hitting them up like, listen, come to this league. It's the best field you're going to play on, which is the truth. And, these guys, they didn't have anything else to do. But the league has always, since I've been in it, the league has always been competitive. Even the bad teams, like I know you had guys come on here and they're like, yeah, they're trash, blah, blah, blah. They're not that bad.
The bad Red Sox was
Listen, I've seen bad teams. I've been in a lot of leagues. I probably played in more leagues than most of these guys on this team. Maybe not Dave. Dave's been around, but I've seen some bad teams they don't understand what bad teams actually look like. Paul, this is Paul's favorite joke. This is for you. I played in Queens Alliance for like 10 years. and there was a team called the Flushing Toilets. That's all you need to know, okay?
Well, I'm sure Paul also likes to give Queens a hard time and say that Brooklyn competition is better. Does he give you a hard time about that?
No. It's not even that. It's just like I was telling a story one time about this team that was so bad. They actually used to bring a toilet seat and hang it on the fence, and they were called the Flushing Toilets, and Paul just gets a kick out of it. So, but I mean, like, it just goes to show you, like, that league I was in, that was like the worst of the worst, you know, and like the worst in our league last year was probably the Brews, and they have players. Like, it's not like they're, you know, they just don't have enough guys showing up to games. What are you gonna do about that, you know?
Yeah, that's the tough part. Well, that was also when Jerry came on. He talked about attendance a little bit. That there's kind of Robbie talked about how he went to a bachelor party and
listen, it was all guys, all right? It was a bachelor party with all guys. Let's be honest here, Robbie, all right? It was a bachelor party with all guys. There was no girls involved, and we were upset because he could have been hanging out with us playing baseball at least, you know? So
yeah, okay. But the attendance is a problem apparently. Do you think that's another thing you guys need to improve on in this coming season?
I mean, listen, we're adults at this point.
You are, right. I mean, you have a job. It's different when it's, you know, your life.
Yeah, you know, like that, and that's part of what, you know, me and Jerry talk almost every day. He's like my best friend. He's like one of my best friends. And, you know, that's what we talked about, how, like, we didn't really think it was fair that these guys who were signed to pro contracts were still under pro contracts, like, are playing in our league, because it's kind of like, this is their job. Their job is to go work out. You know, their job is to go throw 97 miles an hour. My job is to go teach middle school. Like, you know what I mean?
There's like a reason why you don't see Conor McGregor like beating people up at the local gym. You know?
Exactly. You know, but at the end of the day, I'm not going to be like upset about it. You know, I'm not going to cry. I'm going to play the game. And we ended up winning anyway. So it's, you know, it's all good. It's all good spirit.
So going with this trend of last season, I've been asking a lot of the guys, what do you think the perfect batting lineup is for this Tides team?
Well, it depends on who's on the. It depends on who's on the team.
It's
you know, I mean, 1 through 9 is insane, no matter how you put it.
Right.
And that's just the bottom line. If I'm gonna go perfect lineup with everybody there, I'll give you like the infield first, outfield also.
Okay, that sounds good.
I mean, it hurts my heart to not have Nate in this lineup. You don't understand, like.
Ooh, but, I know Nate's like your really good friend too. You came with him.
Well, I brought him. I brought Ukes, him, you know, Dimitri. I brought a few guys, but I would have to say it would probably be Julian at third.
Okay.
Louis at short. That kid's an animal. Probably JP at second, myself at first, Ukes in right, Dave in center, and Jordan in left with Robbie as our DH, and then. Justin behind the plate, obviously. Right. And then I would have the order go probably JP leading off, Louis hitting second, probably Robbie third, Justin 4, Jordan 5, probably Uke 6, Dave 7. Because listen, Dave in that 7 hole, he was a different animal in that spot.
Well, he also told us last week, we had an interview which is being released tonight as we're filming this. But he said that's something that he wants to improve on. He said, I'm great on the field. The field I'm not worried about, but hitting is something that I want to grow at.
Well, let me tell you something. Last year he was hitting.
He was hitting?
And yeah, so I would definitely leave him in the 7 hole. I'd probably go myself 8th.
Okay.
I forgot. No, I'll put myself 9th, actually. I'll put Julian 6th. I'll put Uke 7, move Dave down to 8. I'll put myself last.
Okay.
So that would be like my ideal lineup.
Okay, I'm not to start anything, but there is a guy who I know you're very close friends with who was not mentioned in that lineup, who thinks that he should be batting 4th.
Oh, Dimitri?
Yeah.
He needs to keep his ass on the bench. Listen, he is. I will give him this. The kid can't hit, but he is a great fielder.
Okay.
And he's going to give you a tough at-bat.
Good.
Like, I've known him forever. The kid's got this off his hands, and he can play anywhere on the infield. He's going to give you a tough at-bat, you know, but he's not the – but, again, he doesn't really work at hitting. You know what I mean? He has a job. It's hard for him to get into the cages. So, but fielding, he could take a year off from fielding, come back, and not make one error the whole season. So,
That was a nice way. That was a good one. That was a good way of putting it. Like, good way
Ah,
to go.
I'm honest. I keep it real. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I keep it
yeah.
real.
Um. So yeah. So you kind of, like I said, have been the mediator. What's something that you think could help improve the communication from the players to the front office with the Tides?
I mean, honestly, Jerry's open to every suggestion. On
Okay.
like in all honesty, like he's not a dude that's gonna be like, nah, we're not doing that. We're doing it my way.
Right.
He's not like that. You know, me and him have had so many conversations just about baseball in general. Like even if it's from our team to the way other teams do stuff to the way major league teams do stuff, it doesn't matter. Like he is very open to taking
Right.
suggestions from everybody because what if something works, it works. You know, if something's
It
smart,
does.
it's smart. You just got to do it. And that's what I will say about Jerry is like he's not going to sit there and like you know rule like have a ruling thumb. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like not like that. So everybody could just go up to him and give a suggestion. You know, obviously, if it's stupid, he's gonna be like, "Nah, I don't like that." You
Right.
know, which is rightfully so. But you know, and I just feel like we do communicate really well though as a team. Like I feel like this past fall was probably like the some of the best baseball I've been around. You know, even my struggles, whatever they were, like
Right.
I still had fun, like playing. I still had fun cheering my boys on. I still had fun like getting the team going. You know, and that's what you got to do sometimes. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
and I mean, I've been on some really good teams playing in really good competitive leagues. You know, Zaria in Brooklyn. You know, when Queens Alliance was actually good, like I've played in those leagues, and this was some of the best, most fun I've had. So,
Awesome. Awesome. Pe- People have kind of got called out also on their physique and their maybe lack of a physique.
Yikes! No, I'm just,
Is there
he's
any?
in great shape. He's in great shape. He's in great
Yeah,
shape.
I mean, he came. I did give a little bit of a hard time. He did come on in his sister's tank top.
I was
But
gonna come on in my sister's tank top,
things
believe it or
up.
not, just to send a message to him, like, "Yo, Ukes, just because you're in camera doesn't, you know, like I could do it too." You know?
Yeah, it might have been the tightest thing I've ever seen. I mean,
Well, that's his style though. Like he shows up to games. I pick him up for every game. Like so he's always in a tank top on the way there and baseball pants, which drives me nuts because I'm like, dude, change at the field. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, right.
you're doing baseball pants and a tank top, you look like an idiot. But you know, that's neither here nor there. So,
No one you want to call out though.
honestly, myself, I'll call out myself. I mean,
There we
I
go.
just got
That's
cleared.
that's that leader in you. That's
Listen,
what it is.
no, I will though. I'm gonna call it myself. Like I do need to get back into it. I really been struggling because just of everything going on. You know,
Right,
like my
COVID is
shoulder.
crazy.
Yeah, you know. So and I did get like I do have bursitis in my shoulder right now. So like I am going through that, and I do have to get I might have to get a cortisone shot in like a few weeks to get that swelling to go down. But you know, they said it's nothing serious, but it's just like. I'm kind of afraid to work out. You know what I mean? Like I just don't want to get.
You don't want to hurt it more.
I don't want to get hurt. That's but I do have to get back into it. I'll call myself out. I have no problem doing that. You know, I'll definitely get back into it. You know, Mitch. First of all, Mitch needs to get in shape, and I'm gonna call Mitch out.
He was
and
the sweetest.
He says he's in shape, but he's not in shape. He needs to get in better shape because he is a monster and he's going to play overseas and he has to be ready. So use this as motivation, Mitch.
Oh wow. All right. I want to before we get into most likely to, I want to talk about what is your favorite memory as a Tide?
Ooh, favorite memory as a Tide. I mean, it's got to be man, there's a lot of them. My favorite memory as a Tide is when I got drilled in the knee and I went face down and I've been a walking meme since then.
I love that. That's awesome.
And then ran the bases and got hit in the same knee from a throw from the outfield. And then Ukes not hitting a ball over the fence. Well, he did, but didn't. You know.
How does that happen?
Listen, it clearly did not go over the fence, and he just wants everybody to think it went over the fence. So,
Gotcha.
No,
okay.
It did. It went over the fence, but you know we got to mess with Ukes because he gets really upset at everything. Like, and he's like a ticking time bomb.
Gotcha.
We call him Uke Smash. Like he's like the Hulk. Everything is just like a ticking time bomb. But I would say that's one of my most fondest memories of being a Tide, just because everybody got a good laugh out of it, and I'm like a walking meme now, and it's just funny. You know, Nate actually made a shirt of it.
Did he?
Yeah, like he printed it out and put it on a shirt. And I actually wore that shirt to school, and I had the kids crying, laughing at me.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's great. All right, so now it's time for the anticipated game. I know you're ready to deliver some revenge.
I am, and not only revenge. I'm going to give you like the honest answers, like people that actually do these things.
Right.
Because I've been appalled at what I've been hearing. Paul Stingos was the worst I've ever heard in my life.
He was a little bit politically correct, I feel like.
No, not even. He was just dead wrong. Like he had no idea what the answers were. Will, I love Will to death. He's one of my favorite teammates. He had no idea who you were talking about half the time.
Yeah, that's true. Well, that was also my fault. I had the roster. That was
Listen. It's not your fault. It's Paul's fault for not telling you. All right. So we're gonna blame Paul.
All right. So who is most likely to become president?
Most like Robbie. Yeah, he loves politics. He's very into it. We've had conversations before. He's a little hardcore with it, but I feel like he has like that presidential figure too going on. But
okay.
I mean, unless they dig up dirt, then he's in trouble.
I was gonna say any scandals in office while he's there.
Yeah, and without a doubt. And I would also say JD. I think JD can be very. He's very elegant the way he speaks.
JP.
JD.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Who would you most? This is the big one. If you have a sister, let date your sister.
Nobody. No, I'm just kidding.
You've actually gotten this award a couple of times.
I don't know. Listen, and Robbie was talking a lot of trash about this one. He doesn't know what he's talking about. First of all.
Yeah. I mean,
but I don't know. Who I would let that? I would go Jordan or actually I would go Justin because he is the single Stark brother.
Yeah.
And I love Justin. I think he's awesome. I call him El Boy. That means the ox. So
gotcha.
That's his nickname. And I would definitely let him treat my sister, but he doesn't want my sister. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh my god. Yeah, Robbie. Robbie is just a very good-looking man that he gets away with saying a couple of things. Sorry.
He really does. He's also very awkward. He's a very awkward man.
Yeah. I mean, like, again, not my type, but I like women.
I feel like during the interview he was like whispering, right? But
he was. Yeah. I mean, yeah. It was
a little weird, right? I was watching. I was like, yo, this guy's a creep, but whatever.
So who would you least let date your sister?
Oh, it's Robbie.
Yeah, I've got to stop asking that question because everyone says Robbie.
Yeah, I mean, if anybody else gives you another answer, they're wrong. It's clearly Robbie.
Yep.
The groupie's question is Robbie. Don't even ask it. It's Robbie. The groupie's question is Robbie. He literally has people on the IG page like drooling over him. He has a gay guy and a girl, so it's definitely it's him. He has groupies.
He was kind of okay. So back in the day, I'm 2 years younger than him, but I feel like he was always that way. Like I remember hearing stories about him. I went to an all-girls Catholic high school, and I just remember.
Which one? Which one did you go to?
I went to Fontbonne.
Oh, I went to McClancy in Queens, so it was all. Blue.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I feel you there. I get where you're coming from.
Yeah, so I remember girls talking about him though. He was definitely.
Oh, I mean, listen, he's the man. Robbie's the man.
Yeah, he is.
He's one of the better players in the league, and he actually is a good dude. At heart.
He is.
He just likes to put up a bravado.
Okay. Who is most likely to leave before paying his half of the tab?
See, this is crazy because it's Dimitri, and that's the God honest answer. He still owes me $75 from like 10 years ago. So we went to Cooperstown. I paid for the room, and he was supposed to half it with me, but I ended up paying for it. He owes me $75, and he's going to say he doesn't, but he does.
Well, he beat you in trivia. So I think it's all even now, right?
I mean, I guess if we're going to play like that, I guess. Letting him off the hook here, but yeah, sure. But it's 100% Dimitri. He's the cheapest person I know.
Who is most likely to pay the whole bar tab?
Jerry. This is not close. Jerry will pay for everybody.
Oh.
He pays for our umpire fee sometimes. Like he's like, it's all me today, boys. So it's like, a guy like that.
Who is most likely to be ejected and not get? You can't say Jerry, because I feel like that's a cop out to say Jerry because he's all.
I got two people.
All right, who's most likely to get ejected?
I got two.
Okay.
The first one is Dave. Dave always argues balls and strikes, always, but he knows when to stop. But I feel like if he kept going, he's gone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's the type to like draw a line with the bat and get thrown out.
Okay, one of those.
Yeah, and then the second one is Fonz, and so it's not even like I can't believe people haven't said his name. It's Fonz. Fonz will easily get thrown out of a game.
Yeah, he hasn't been mentioned.
He gets in that competitive mode, and listen, I don't hate on it. When he gets competitive, he's in the game. You know,
right.
Sometimes it's like he goes overboard.
Who is most likely to, and don't mind me, I make up a lot of these, like that might not have been with the other ones, but we'll go with one that has been. Who is most likely to finish the whole bag of sunflower seeds during the game?
Paul Stingo. It's like anybody else that says something. He literally sits with the book like this and a bag of seeds like this, and he's doing it at the same time. So it's like it's mind blowing that people like haven't picked him.
I also heard that his stat keeping is not the best.
Listen, it's Robbie gets everything. The rest of us struggle. I've seen the outfielder drop a ball. He was like, double? And I'm like, if you put a double in this book, I'm going to hit you with this bat. Yeah.
So Robbie gets the friends discount.
Yeah, Robbie will be like 400 batting average when really it's like 300. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Gotcha. Who is most likely to compete in the UFC to win? Who would actually win in the UFC?
UFC. Who would compete in the UFC? I'm gonna go with Justin.
Really?
I don't know, like I don't really know this one, but I would say Justin, and the reason why is because he's a mountain. Like he's a big dude. He's gonna be in the heavyweight class.
Really?
So, yeah, but he's like a sweetheart though, you know. So like I'm just going with body type, I guess, at this point.
Yeah, because I can't say he was again very sweet during the interview.
Yeah, either him or Ukes, because Ukes smash, you know, like
Ukes smash, yeah.
So
okay, I could see Ukes.
Yeah, I mean he gets angry at everything, so you know. Like
see,
some guy will be like, "Good fight," and he'll be like, "What'd you say?" You know, like and start bugging out.
So you're a coach. Who would you most let be the assist? Like, if you had to pick one of the guys to be your assistant coach, who would it be?
JP.
I mean,
I told JP this the other day. I was like, JP, if there's one person that knows baseball as much or more than me, it's you. You know, like I feel like, I wish JP would speak up more. You know, like when decisions need to be made, because I just know like he knows the game. You know what I mean?
He's
like,
very educated when it comes to baseball.
Very, very, very
high baseball IQ.
IQ through the roof, honestly. So,
who would be the best like athlete non-baseball? Like, who would be the best athlete if they played in like football or basketball? Just the best overall athlete.
I honestly, I would say there's a few people. I can't just give it to one person because it's too hard to narrow it down.
Right.
But Nate is up there. Listen, I played basketball with Nate, and he's very good on. You know, he's a very good defender. You know, he's fast, he's quick. I would say him number one. Probably Louis. You know, Louis just has that build of like he could do whatever on the field. So I'm pretty sure he could be a great athlete off the field. You know, even Dave. You know, like
Dave is
I'm gonna throw myself in there. I was a like 3-4 sport athlete growing up, so
awesome.
I didn't just play, I played everything.
Who's the worst athlete?
Ooh, the worst athlete on the team. Man, the worst athlete on the team. It's got to be a pitcher. At the end of the day, I really believe it's got to be a pitcher. Just because. You know what? I'm throwing Nick Stumpo under the bus.
Nick Stump. Okay.
That's my boy, though. That's my boy.
I know.
I'm just going with the pitcher. You know what I mean? And I don't know, Tony. I think Tony could get boards in basketball. You know, yeah. Maybe Nick Carell.
Okay.
You know,
there is a ice cream truck at your game. Who's most likely to run towards the ice cream truck?
All right. Myself.
You're okay. Good. Not
Jerry. It's Jerry. I mean, come on. That's an obvious answer, Jerry. But you know, it's definitely it's myself. I would run for an ice cream cone at any point.
Who is most likely to marry a princess?
Marry a princess, JD.
Okay.
Yeah. Marry a princess, I would say JD.
Who is most likely to become like TikTok famous?
Ooh, JP.
JP? Okay.
Yeah, because JP's always doing something, like just something. He's always, whether it's big reviews, throwing BP to Aaron Hicks and Aaron Judge,
Yeah.
it's
Everything.
just he's always doing something. You know what I mean? So I would have to go with JP.
Gotcha. Who has the best style?
The best style. If I don't say Dimitri, he's gonna get mad at me, right?
So weirdly enough, Dimitri, he said he had.
I know he gave me the worst style.
No, but he wasn't the only one that's given you the worst style.
Yeah, but listen, we can't take Robbie's word for it because I mean,
Robbie
like I said,
also has terrible style apparently.
His cleats talk to him, and then he wants to talk about my cleats. I got the brand new Big League Chew New Balance cleats that came out, and they were fire. And then he's like, those are the ugliest things I've ever seen. It's like, Robbie, come on, you right now. But I think Louis has some sick style.
Okay.
And he just got the swag. Dimitri has good swag too. He's always, and that's his thing too. He always has to look the best on the field. I'm not a big believer in look good, play good, because I mean, if you ask Mariano Rivera if he looked good in Panama, I don't think he did. He was playing with a milk carton. You know what I mean? So it's right. But I will say that if you're gonna ask a baseball question, I would definitely say who has the best glove style, because then it's me and Dave.
Dave's got some sick gloves.
Yeah, I mean, me and Dave are right here. We're neck and neck.
Sick gloves.
Yeah. He's very good with that too.
Okay, and who has the worst glove style then?
The worst glove style? Oh, it's Robbie. His 2004 Rawlings is all beat up, and luckily Dave had to fix it for him. It was bad. And then Paul, because Paul doesn't even have a glove, Paul was using my glove to catch with. So it's dude, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, you're right. Who is most likely to get arrested?
Get arrested. Ooh. Get arrested. Oh man, this is a good one. This is a good one. You threw me for.
I have to. I feel like I have to stump you because you're so quick.
I think we're gonna go with Paul, because Paul be doing some reckless stuff. He be doing some, or you know what, or maybe even Fonz, because Fonz got that BMW and he be trying to whip it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you never know. But Paul or Fonz, we're gonna go with one of them.
Awesome. All right, I got one less most likely to.
Let's hear it.
Who is most likely to hit the game-winning home run?
Any of us.
I got
the utmost confidence in all of us. You know what I mean? I trust everybody up at the plate. So
awesome. All right. Andrew, thank you so much for coming on Brooklyn Tides Hot Stove as the captain of the team. We really appreciate you coming on, and we can't wait to have you back on, and best of luck with the shoulder and everything.
Thank you. I appreciate it, Deidre. This is a lot of fun. Whenever you need me on, just let me know. I'll make myself.
Of course. I'm just gonna totally skip over talking to Paul, and I'll just come straight to you. That's
yes, please. You know what? You might as well. Everybody else does.
That's true. I'm gonna pull the Dimitri. I actually think I need to get my contract restructured now that
You know what? I think you deserve it because you've been doing a pretty solid job with these interviews.
Thank you,
I've been impressed.
Thank you, Andrew. Or no Stella. Problem. Stella. Thank you, Stella. I should call you Andrew. Thank you, Stella.
I'm so used to it. I might just get rid of Andrew and just keep Stella.
Stella. You'll be like a Madonna. Yeah. What? Like one a Madonna.
Yeah, there you go. One name phenom, that's it. Right?
Yeah, that's all you need. Stella, thanks so much, man.
No problem, dude. Have a great one.
You too. That was Andrew Stella, captain or unofficial captain of the Brooklyn Tides. Awesome guy. That wraps up our episode for tonight of Brooklyn Tides Hot Stove. Please make sure to check out their Instagram, our Spotify, our YouTube, our Apple Podcast. Wherever you want to listen to our podcast, it's available. All right, guys, have a good night and stay healthy.